Hello and welcome to Hycast. My name is Mine, and today we're going to be giving you 5 reasons the Hytale should in fact be paid. The debate regarding Hytale monetization has been a rather heated one, with 2 different factions forming within the community. Those who want the game to be purchasable, and those who wish for it to be free with microtransactions instead. In today's video, we're going to remove the bias from the equation and provide you with 5 strong arguments for why Hytale should be pay to play. Let's go through the obvious one first at number 5. Hytale being paid will help reduce the amount of cheaters present within the game. Making your game cost money is a proven and relatively effective method to both discourage and reduce the amount of cheaters in your game. When paired with good anti-cheat software, a paywall forces most cheaters to think twice before they make use of their cheats. This is due to the money that they will lose as a result of getting caught with the exploitation of the game, money they will never get back. In addition to this, cheaters, like all people, have a limited amount of said money to spend. If Hytale was free, a cheater could potentially make infinite amounts of accounts and cheat forever, simply moving to a new account each time they get banned. However, if the game is pay to play, each and every cheater is limited by what is available to them with their bank accounts. Yes, it is true that after being banned, the majority of cheaters will still purchase a new account anyway. However, with their new accounts, they will less likely be able to use any cheats or exploits due to the risk of them being banned again or losing more money. In fact, for some people, this is enough to stop them from cheating altogether, which results in more players, but less cheaters for the game in the long run. Moving on now to number 4. Hytale should be paid would result in a more mature community. While we have nothing against the younger players, we believe that a more mature and older audience would benefit the game far greater than a younger one. The age of the player base is an important factor when it comes to the overall well-being of the community, with older players usually having higher expectations and being more appreciative of higher quality content. Because of this, everything from modding, server development, and YouTube content creation will be fundamentally affected by how old the player base is, with the average level of quality matching that what the player expects. In addition, a more mature audience could increase the player counts of Hytale by making it appeal to a wider audience. To some, games like Minecraft, Roblox, and Terraria are often labeled as children games, and hence they try to avoid them altogether. In Hytale's case, this is due to the voxel-based nature, which there's nothing we can do about. However, the community aspect can in fact be influenced. Via a pay-to-play monetization model, the number of young and underage players within the community can be reduced, shifting the demographics towards a more mature audience. Next up, we have reason number 3. Hytale being paid would prevent, or at least reduce, the number of microtransactions present within the game. Microtransactions have become a dirty word in the gaming industry recently due to how they've been abused via pay-to-win content, loot boxes, and other undesired surprise mechanisms. While the introduction of the Battle Pass and fair monetization has helped reduce the heat, the form of monetization remains strongly looked down upon, and if not hated, by the gaming community. By keeping Hytale away from microtransactions, Hytale can avoid any negative press or drama that could occur because of it. Stories of gambling scams and little kids spending thousands of dollars on in-game items are unfortunately real and cause irreversible damage to the games they're associated with. If Hytale is a paid, purchasable game, the game doesn't need to have any microtransactions, and if there are no in-game purchases, many potential damaging issues are avoided. On top of that, by sticking to a pay-to-play model, the Hytale developers could prevent the bureaucrats at Riot Games or Tencent from making any unwelcome changes to the microtransactions. This helps ensure that the game's monetization remains fair and ethical in the event of corporate greed, making the game a better place as a result. Moving on to number 2. Hytale being paid keeps the games fair and maximizes creative freedom. It goes without saying that if the game is free to play, it would need to generate money via in-game purchases. This could mean paid character skins, backgrounds, banners, multiplayer access, single-player world limits, and in the worst case scenario, pay-to-win content. For the developers to make money, many otherwise free features would have to be locked away behind paywalls, effectively segregating the community and forming barriers between us. The ability to make your own skin, for example, would probably not exist. Instead, it would be replaced with a low variety of free customization options with a lot of paid ones, probably in the form of skin packs. Keeping the game paid removes all of that and allows for full creative freedom that Hytale promises. For a game that offers great tools to creators, the last thing you want is to limit them in what can be made or other potentially oppressive measures in place. On top of this, having the game pay to play allows everyone who buys the game to make use of the game's creative tools free of charge. In the end, Hytale being paid ensures the greatest creative freedom and hence better the community content for everyone. And finally, our number one reason Hytale should be purchasable, pay-to-play game is to finance and support the developers. Hytale promises many things, and if it can deliver, it will no doubt be a fantastic game that is popular for years, if not decades to come. With built-in creative tools, a handcrafted story, and a vast sandbox environment, Hytale is worth paying for, more so than a lot of other games on the market right now. This alone should be enough reason to purchase a copy of Hytale if you are interested in the game. However, there's another reason on why supporting the developers is so important. Generally, supporting developers who create good games has an impact on the entire gaming industry, not just their particular studio. The bigger the success of the game, the larger the impact, and with Hytale it is likely things will be big. By purchasing Hytale, not only are you personally allowing the developers to continue doing what they do best, but other studios will be taking notes on what made Hytale so successful. It is likely we will see other studios try to replicate some element of Hytale, adopting certain ideas and mechanics into their own games. Overall, if Hytale can manage huge sale figures and receive a lot of support, it's likely the effects will be felt on the industry as a whole, with a lot of future releases changing for the better. Do you believe Hytale should be paid? Comment down below on how you think Hytale should be monetized, and if you made it this far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Hycast YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.